what we have to leave behind this last year. It's done. It's over. And it goes into the annals of history that you possess. And so God, let us leave off this year and maybe press forward into the new year.
Do we want to drag into the new year stuff that God's like, just let that thing, stop it. Don't drag that into a new year. Why? It doesn't affect God. It affects you. This one thing I do, forgetting what is behind and straining towards what is ahead. So you got to live straining towards what is ahead. We rejoice in the things that God did. You understand what I'm talking about? You rejoice in the victories, but you don't live there. But you can remember them. You can remember that God did this. What he's saying not to remember is what they did to you. That's not what we want to remember. What we want to remember is what God did for us. God helped us. God gave us victory. God did something in our lives. That is what we want to remember, right? All of you have a great future in God if you want it. But if you keep living in the past, it's hard to ever see what God could do for the future. Let go of the failures. Just let them go. Or we could say it this way: release what is ever holding you back.
Because to take hold of what God's calling you to, you have to let go of what's holding you back. Get rid of it. Whatever's holding you back, let go. So for some of you, man, I need to let go of that bad habit. Because the change you want to have is, I want to see myself like God sees me, but those aren't the thoughts in my mind. Well, how do you start your day? Well, I roll over in the bed, I grab my phone, I scroll. Maybe you need to let go of those habits. You roll over and you grab your phone and you open it up to God's word. Hey, what does that say about me? I want to change the direction and follow God. Maybe you need to let go of some of those friends that are leading you in the wrong direction. I'm not saying don't love them, but I'm just saying surround yourself with the people who are calling you to be the person that God is calling you to be. We let go.
Chapter 12, verse 1 of Hebrews says, strip off the weights. Strip off the weights. Some of you have been carrying some weights that aren't for you to carry. Some of you have been just carrying this thing that weighs you down, but God doesn't want you to be weighed down by that. He wants you to strip it off. Press on towards the future.
And if you were honest, have you ever had a moment of reflection where you just thought to yourself, I feel like I've lost my momentum. I feel like I'm stuck. I feel like I'm not moving forward. I feel like I'm at the same place right now that I was 5 years ago. I don't know if there's anything more suffocating than when you feel trapped in your own life. Because how do you escape the prison of you? And God actually gives us a solution. He gives us a way forward. He says you need to strip every weight that slows you down. So sometimes that weight may be your fear. Sometimes it may be your self-doubt. Sometimes that weight is very, very tangible. You are simply bringing the wrong people into your life. Sometimes the weight that slows you down are the people that you choose to have in your life. The people that are informing you, that are shaping your identity, and that are limiting your capacity and performance and mission forward. What are the things I need to strip off my life that are slowing me down? And what is that sin that keeps me from living the life God created me to live most fully? You're starting a new year. This is the year that you could step in with so much intention, with courage, with hope, with faith, and align your life with the calling and purpose of God. Say, God, I want to run the race you've called me to live at the speed that you've created me to live at. Remove every weight that slows you down. Make the hard decisions and ask yourself, am I at the right place? Am I with the right people? Am I making the right choices in my life? What do I need to get rid of to move with God at the speed of God? What are the things I've allowed to entangle me, to hold me back? What's the sin that so easily trips me up time and time again? Let me step into the new version of me so that I can move with God in his path and allow the force of his momentum carry me forward.
God works best with moving objects. When you're moving, he can divert you. When you're standing still, it's hard to get you moving. If you'll get moving, I'll direct you to the open door. But you got to get moving. You got to keep moving because God works with moving objects. The greatest things are still ahead in your life, regardless of the circumstances that you're going through.
I am so excited about this year. I know there is more waiting for you in this year than you could ever ask or imagine. I know that if you'll trust Jesus and follow him with all your strength and with all your heart and soul and mind, that you will experience life at a level you've never experienced before. You're made for this. God designed you for this. He didn't make you to sit on the couch and let time just slip by. He didn't make you to be average and ordinary. He did not make you to hide in safety and security. God designed you for the race. He designed you for the battle. He designed you for the struggle. And there's a massive crowd of witnesses cheering you on, saying, there is more in you than you know. You were built for this. You were born for this. You were made for this. Now it's time to run. You may be listening right now, and you know that your life is not what you were created to live. And maybe you've struggled to try to change the course of your life or the direction of your life, but nothing seems to work. And by the way, that's why Jesus came. Jesus came so that you could live this life fully, wide open, running at full speed, experiencing the fullness of life, being fully alive every day of your life. But it begins by entrusting your life to Jesus. And you trust Jesus with your life. You understand that it's God who can break the weight of sin in your life. It's God who, and God alone, that can bring forgiveness into your life. It's God who can give you the freedom you've longed for, the future that has been waiting for you. But you just have to keep moving forward.